Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of SDNHD. I am your host, Joe. Hopefully, everybody here is having a wonderful day. Currently, right now, here in my lovely city of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, it is a brisk 36 degrees outside. A nice little area of frost on the ground. It is starting to get fall. It is starting to get chilly. It is starting to get wonderful. So if you're ever in the Great Plains area, stop by South Dakota, see the leaves, see the hunting. It's all great. We'd love to see you. Okay, so for today, though, we are going to go ahead and do our very first gun review. And it's actually going to be the very first CO2 powered pistol that I have purchased. And it is the Remington 1911 RAC. It's based off of 1911, obviously made by Remington. And this is an all-metal gun. Shoots 4.5 millimeter steel BBs. I believe it has a 25 BB clip capacity, uses one CO2 powered capsule at a time. Full blowback action, and I'll show that here in a minute. But first, what I would like to do is go ahead and go around the gun here. So again, metal, 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 metal. Now the grips, though, are plastic, but as you can see, we have the two screw holes here and here. You can go ahead and, put, whatever you want for grips on there. I might go ahead and change mine out. Maybe put like faux ivory grips on it or something just to make it look cool. We got a ring down here, which, I don't really actually know what that's for. If anybody happens to know what that ring happens, what the function of it is, go ahead and let me know down in the comments below. That would be appreciative. Here we have the takedown buttons for when you need to clean the gun, and CO2 guns do need to be cleaned, just like any other firearm. And that'll be a separate video in and of itself. Actually, this does need to be cleaned at some point. So we'll go ahead and make a separate video. I'll show you how to field strip it, clean it, and we'll just have, discussions. So if you have a topic that you want to hear about or discuss during the cleaning of this weapon, go ahead and, again, put it in the comments below, and we'll go ahead and we'll have a talk about it. We have nice little serrations right here for gripping. Sorry about that. Didn't mean to do that, folks. For gripping, for racking the slide for when you're about ready to shoot. At the front, here we have the exit of the barrel for where the BBs go. Here you have your nice little push button right there. On the other side, here we have, your warning label, tells you what kind of BBs to shoot, where it's made from, Remington Arms, made in Taiwan. Here's your safety, another set of serrations right here. This is your slide stop, again, all metal trigger. Here's your magazine release, and I'll show you the magazine here in a minute. Here you have your safety. Now, I'm going to get into this later because I'm wondering if this is just my particular gun issue or if it happens for all of these. But I'll get that later. And then it has a grip safety, which some people like grip safeties, some people don't, and I don't actually understand why people don't like them. I kind of prefer it. It's another safety feature, because remember, on even this or the real deal, you get shot by one of these. If this isn't GTA 5 or anything, you're not going to respawn at a hospital. You're going to die. So, grip safeties, I like them. I wish, honestly, and I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for it, I wish grip safeties would be on all guns. But again, that's just my opinion. And here we have the hammer. Now, like I said, I'm going to drop the magazine here for you. Okay, and we're going to put that down here for a second. Okay, magazine. Here we have the well for 1 CO2. It is put in by an Allen wrench, which it does come with that, but any standard, I think it's either a 1/4 inch or 3/8 inch Allen wrench will work if you happen to lose it. Here I already have some BBs already inserted, and you just put them in down here. You just pull the follower down, you tilt it this way, pull the follower up, and then you put the BBs in here, and then they just go down the magazine until you can't fit it anymore. And it does do like this stacking where it's here, and then there's one here, one here, one here, one here, one here, and that goes all the way down. Helps feed in the gun better. And again, all metal. Oop, that was a CO2 canister falling over. Again, I apologize for that. But this actually gives it a lot of weight to the gun. So we'll put that off to the side. Now, before we do anything else with the gun, I will go ahead and show you here the safety check. Now, mine normally will lock back, but for some reason, and I don't know, maybe it's just because it hasn't been cleaned or anything, it's not doing it right now. But on the very last shot fired, as you're firing, it will lock back on the last BB. And you can see there's mag is all out. Gun is completely empty. All good. Here it is looking at the front. Steel barrel. This is actually a very weighty gun. It is actually, it's not heavy, but it's very well balanced, very well trimmed to fit your hand. And then when you need to, just go forward, and then it leaves the hammer back like so. And then there's where it fires. Now again, grip safety, when not pressed, it will not fire. Press the grip safety in, it will do that. Now, let me get my little pointer here. This part right here. As you can see, normally, hammer's up, nothing's in here. Okay, now, my safety will not engage up there like that, because right here, this little piece of metal right here is hitting that little nub right there. And I don't know how clear you guys can see that. I'm doing this all on an iPad. I do need to probably get a better camera. I'll do that hopefully here soon. Okay, now, again, this is just normal, everyday, gun is empty, will not engage. Now, as I rack the slide, okay, pretending that we have a BB in the chamber, slide is in, hammer's back, now watch. This hasn't moved, because see, it doesn't really touch it. The slide does not touch this part right here. Because you see, there's the bottom of the slide. It doesn't touch. Now watch. Then it goes up. I don't understand that. So if anybody knows if it's just my particular firearm here that is doing that, or if it's on all the Remington 1911 CO2 powered guns, or even if it happens on an actual 1911 itself, I would really like to know the answer to that. It doesn't bother me at all. I mean, when I have it like this, I have it on safety anyways. When I'm not using it, I have it empty. no BBs in anyway. So, I mean, it's just basically a paperweight or a club. But it's something where I would just like to know the answer. So, if you happen to know, put it down in the comments below. I would appreciate an answer. But again, this is the Remington 1911 RAC. Retails, when I bought it, retails for $99.99. I highly recommend this gun. There's a sight picture. Fits very nice in your hand. Fits very well. And this would be great practice for you before you actually own a 1911 to get the feel of it, to get how to run one. And I cannot say good enough things about it. I mean, enough good things about it, I should say. I'm sorry. By all means, go ahead, and if you see one on the rack, go ahead and pick it up. It hasn't failed me yet, no problems. I probably put about 600 BBs through it. Cleaned it a couple times. Works flawlessly every time. So again, Remington 1911, thumbs up. So thank you very much for joining me on this first episode of SD and HD. This again is your host Joe. If you like what you see or hear, go ahead, hit the subscribe button down below and leave a comment. Good, bad, otherwise. I read every single one of them, and hope to see you next time on our next episode. Take care, folks.